Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. Tonight, we'll drift on a gentle current of thought, exploring what the great thinkers and philosophers have taught us about the ever-present, ever-shifting nature of change. Let your mind soften, your breath deepen, and allow yourself to be carried away on this tranquil exploration. Imagine a calm lake reflecting the twilight sky, the image rippling slightly with the evening breeze, and let that sense of gentle movement and stillness permeate your being. Change, like the gentle ebb and flow of the tide, is a constant in our lives. It can be as subtle as the shifting shadows on a summer afternoon, or as dramatic as the turning of the seasons. Embracing this constant dance of transformation can bring a profound sense of peace. Think of the soft rustling of leaves in a summer breeze, each rustle a tiny change, yet together creating a symphony of tranquility. Allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation as we explore this concept together. The great thinkers, from ancient philosophers to modern-day visionaries, have grappled with the concept of change, offering wisdom that resonates through the ages. Their words, like smooth stones worn by the passage of time, offer comfort and guidance in navigating the shifting currents of life. Imagine yourself resting by a slowly flowing river, watching the water glide effortlessly past, carrying with it any anxieties or worries you might be holding on to. Let their wisdom seep into your subconscious, bringing with it a sense of calm and acceptance. Think of the slow, gradual unfolding of a flower, each petal unfurling at its own pace, a silent testament to the beauty of transformation. Just as nature accepts the changing seasons with grace, we too can learn to embrace the inevitable shifts in our own lives. Allow the gentle rhythm of your breath to guide you deeper into relaxation, releasing any tension you might be holding in your body. Let go of the day's concerns and drift into a state of peaceful contemplation. We'll explore how these timeless teachings can illuminate our understanding of change, offering solace and perspective as we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of our own experiences. Like a quiet forest bathed in the soft glow of moonlight, let these insights bring you a sense of tranquility and understanding. As we begin this journey, allow yourself to simply be present in this moment, breathing in calmness and exhaling any lingering stress. Imagine yourself walking along a peaceful beach, the soft sand beneath your feet, the rhythmic sound of the waves washing away any worries or anxieties. The great thinkers, like lighthouses guiding ships through stormy seas, offer wisdom that can help us navigate the complexities of change with grace and resilience. Allow their insights to illuminate your path, bringing clarity and comfort to your mind. Tonight, we'll delve into the profound yet simple truths they shared. Truths as enduring as the mountains and as fluid as the ocean tides. These teachings, passed down through generations, offer a sense of grounding in the face of uncertainty, a gentle reminder that change is not something to be feared, but rather an integral part of the human experience. Let yourself sink deeper into relaxation as we begin to explore these timeless wisdoms together. As the night unfolds, let your mind become still, like a calm pond reflecting the starlight. Allow the gentle cadence of our voices to wash over you, carrying you further into a state of deep relaxation. We'll explore the wisdom of the greats and how their teachings can help us find peace amidst the constant flow of change. Less than, person one greater than. Less than, person one greater than. Imagine a slow, meandering river, carving its path through a valley. The water flows effortlessly, adapting to the curves and bends, accepting the rocks and roots that shape its journey. Just like that river, change is a constant, a natural force that guides us through life's landscape. The great thinkers and philosophers understood this inherent fluidity, this gentle dance between what is and what will be. They taught us to embrace the ebb and flow, to find peace in the continuous unfolding of our existence. Think of the soft whispers of the wind rustling through leaves, a gentle reminder that change, like the breeze, is always present, always shaping us in subtle, often beautiful ways. Picture a vast, silent forest, bathed in the soft, dappled light of dawn. Trees stand tall and strong, their branches reaching towards the sky, their roots grounded deep within the earth. They have weathered countless storms, endured seasons of change, from the vibrant greens of spring to the fiery hues of autumn, and the quiet stillness of winter. Just as the trees adapt to the changing seasons, we too can find strength and resilience in the face of transformation. The greats remind us that change is not something to be feared, but an opportunity for growth, a chance to shed old leaves and embrace new beginnings, just like the forest floor welcomes the fallen leaves to nourish new life. Consider the vastness of the ocean, its surface shimmering under the moonlight. The tides rise and fall, a rhythmic pulse that connects the earth to the moon. This constant, gentle rhythm reminds us that change is a natural cycle, a dance between opposing forces, a continuous interplay of giving and receiving. The great philosophers understood this interconnectedness, this delicate balance. They encouraged us to find our own rhythm within the larger rhythm of life, to embrace the flow of change, just like the ocean welcomes the changing tides. Visualize a quiet mountain lake, reflecting the clear blue sky. The surface appears still and serene, yet beneath the surface, water constantly flows in and out, maintaining the lake's tranquility. Similarly, change is often subtle, working beneath the surface, shaping our lives in ways we may not immediately perceive. The great thinkers understood this subtle power of transformation, this gentle unfolding. They taught us to find stillness within the change, to trust the process, just like the lake remains serene despite the constant flow of water. Think of the slow, steady growth of a mighty oak tree. From a tiny acorn, it stretches towards the sun year after year, adapting to its environment, enduring storms and droughts. Just as the oak grows slowly and steadily, so too does our capacity for change and growth unfold over time. The greats understood the importance of patience and perseverance. They taught us that true transformation is not a sudden event, but a gradual process, a journey of unfolding, just like the oak tree's journey from acorn to majestic giant. Imagine a field of wildflowers, swaying gently in the breeze. Each flower is unique, a testament to the diversity and beauty of nature, just as each flower blossoms in its own time and in its own way. So too do we each experience change in our own unique way. The great thinkers and artists understood the power of individuality, the beauty of embracing our own unique path. They encouraged us to honor our own journey, to find our own rhythm within the larger dance of life, just like the wildflowers dance freely in the field. Think of the gentle warmth of the sun as it sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Just as each sunset is unique, each moment of change is an opportunity to witness something new, something beautiful. The greats encouraged us to appreciate the beauty in every moment, to find gratitude in the transitions, just like we find solace in the beauty of a sunset. Every ending is a new beginning, every transition a chance for growth and renewal. Picture a clear night sky, sprinkled with countless stars. Each star, a distant sun, burning brightly in the vast expanse of the universe. Just as the stars have shone for millennia, guiding travelers and inspiring dreams, so too can the wisdom of the greats guide us through times of change. Their teachings remind us that even in the midst of change, there is a constant, a guiding light. Just like the stars shining brightly in the night sky, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift further into this tranquil space, let's revisit the wisdom of those who came before us, those who navigated the ever-shifting currents of change with grace and acceptance. Remember, like the gentle sway of branches in a summer breeze, change is the only constant in the vast expanse of existence. It whispers through the tall grasses of the prairies, ripples across the surface of still lakes, and paints the sky with the soft hues of dawn and dusk. Embracing this flow, this natural rhythm of the universe, allows us to find a peaceful stillness within ourselves, a quiet sanctuary amidst the ebb and flow of life. The great thinkers, the poets, the philosophers, they all understood this fundamental truth, this dance of being. They observed the cycles of nature, the turning of seasons, the blossoming and fading of flowers, and saw within these natural processes a reflection of life itself. Just as the winter gives way to spring, so too do periods of difficulty yield to times of renewal and growth. Hold on to this thought, this gentle assurance, as you drift closer to sleep. Let the wisdom of the ages cradle you in its comforting embrace. Imagine the slow, deliberate growth of a mighty oak, standing tall and strong against the backdrop of a changing sky. It has weathered countless storms, seen seasons come and go, yet it remains rooted, grounded, a testament to the power of resilience. We too possess this inner strength, this capacity to adapt and evolve. Change, though sometimes unsettling, is an opportunity for growth, a chance to shed old layers and embrace new beginnings. Let this thought settle deep within you, a soft whisper in the stillness of the night. Recall the words of the ancient Stoics, who reminded us that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our perception of them. Just as a smooth stone remains unmoved by the rushing river, we too can cultivate a sense of inner peace amidst the currents of change. By accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can, our thoughts, our actions, our responses, we find a sanctuary of calm within the storm. Think of the vastness of the ocean, its depths holding a world of mysteries, its surface constantly shifting, yet always connected to the shore. Like the ocean, we are vast and deep, capable of holding a multitude of experiences, both joyful and challenging. The waves of change may roll and crash, but they always return to the stillness of the deep. Let this image soothe you, a reminder of the vastness and resilience within your own being. Remember the delicate dance of the fireflies, their lights flickering in the twilight, a testament to the ephemeral beauty of existence. Everything is in constant flux, a continuous process of becoming. Embrace this impermanence, this beautiful dance of change, and find within it a sense of profound peace. Let the gentle rhythm of your breath be your anchor, guiding you deeper into relaxation. Visualize a clear, flowing stream, its waters winding through meadows and forests, adapting to the contours of the land. Like the stream, we too can navigate the twists and turns of life with grace and fluidity. Embrace the journey, the unfolding of your own unique path, and trust that even amidst change, you are held by the gentle current of existence. The wisdom of the ages whispers to us in the rustling leaves, in the gentle patter of rain, in the quiet stillness of the night. It reminds us that change is not something to be feared, but rather an integral part of the tapestry of life. Embrace it, flow with it, and find within its embrace the seeds of growth and renewal. Let this thought be a lullaby, guiding you gently towards sleep. As you drift closer to slumber, remember that you are connected to the wisdom of all those who have walked this earth before you, all those who have navigated the currents of change with courage and grace. You are part of a vast and interconnected web of life, held and supported by the unseen forces of the universe. Rest now, knowing that you are safe, you are loved, and you are held in the gentle embrace of existence. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift further into our exploration of change, guided by the wisdom of those who walked before us, let's imagine ourselves walking through a sun-dappled forest. The light filters through the leaves, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. Notice the gentle rustling of leaves, a soft whisper of the wind moving through the branches. Feel the coolness of the earth beneath your feet as you walk this path of understanding, a path paved with the insights of generations past. Think of the ancient philosophers, sitting beneath the olive trees, contemplating the ever-shifting nature of reality. They observed the cycles of the seasons, the ebb and flow of the tides, the constant transformation of the natural world. These observations became the bedrock of their philosophies, teachings that emphasize the impermanence of all things, a gentle reminder that change is the only constant, a soothing rhythm woven into the fabric of existence itself. Imagine the tranquility they found in accepting this natural flow. Picture the Stoic thinkers, weathering the storms of life with unwavering calm. They understood that external circumstances are beyond our control, much like the shifting winds and the unpredictable rain. They focused instead on cultivating inner peace, on finding serenity within themselves, regardless of the changes swirling around them. This acceptance of the inevitable, this gentle surrender to the flow of life, allowed them to navigate the uncertainties of existence with a quiet grace, a calm acceptance of what is. Visualize yourself sitting by a gently flowing river. The water is constantly moving, never the same from one moment to the next. Just like the river, life is in a constant state of flux. The teachings of these great thinkers remind us to embrace this flow, to not resist the natural current of change, but rather to move with it, to find our balance within the movement, just as a leaf floats effortlessly upon the surface of a stream. Consider the wisdom passed down through generations in the form of folklore and proverbs. These simple stories, often rooted in observations of nature, offer profound insights into the nature of change. They speak of the cycles of life, of growth and decay, of the continuous transformation that shapes the world around us. These narratives, whispered from one generation to the next, offer a comforting reassurance, a gentle lullaby reminding us that we are all part of this grand, ever-changing tapestry. Imagine a field of wildflowers, swaying gently in the breeze. Each flower blooms in its own time, following its natural rhythm. The wisdom of the greats teaches us to find our own rhythm within the dance of change, to embrace our own unique journey, to trust the unfolding of our lives, just as each wildflower trusts the process of blossoming, a gentle unfolding in the warmth of the sun. Think of the poets and artists who have captured the essence of change in their works. They have shown us the beauty in impermanence, the delicate balance between creation and destruction, the constant interplay of light and shadow. Their art serves as a gentle reminder that even in the midst of change, there is always beauty to be found, a quiet solace in the ephemeral nature of existence, a soft echo of the timeless wisdom that resides within the heart of change. Allow yourself to be lulled by the gentle rhythm of these thoughts. Remember the wisdom of those who came before us, their teachings echoing through time, offering solace and guidance as we navigate the ever-shifting landscape of life. Embrace the flow, find your center, and rest in the knowledge that change is the constant companion of all things, a gentle dance that weaves together the fabric of existence. Breathe deeply, and let these images and thoughts settle within you. The wisdom of the past offers a quiet refuge, a place of solace in the face of change. As you drift off to sleep, carry with you the gentle reassurance that all is as it should be, a peaceful acceptance of the ever-flowing river of life, a calm surrender to the natural rhythms of existence. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift further into our exploration of change, guided by the wisdom of great thinkers, let us recall the gentle ripple of a stone cast into a still pond. The water doesn't resist, but embraces the change, forming soft rings that expand outwards, eventually fading into the calmness once more. This is the nature of change, a constant, subtle shift within the stillness of existence. The greats understood this, observed it, and shared their insights so we too might find peace within the ebb and flow. Think of the rustling leaves of an ancient oak, surrendering to the autumn breeze. Each leaf, a story of transformation, turning from vibrant green to warm hues of gold and red, finally floating down to nourish the earth below. This cycle, observed by philosophers and poets through the ages, reminds us that change isn't merely an event, but a continuous process, a gentle dance between letting go and embracing the new. Just like the oak, we too can find strength and grace in surrendering to the rhythm of change. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, encouraged us to see change not as a disruption, but as an integral part of the universe's harmony. He reminded us that the world is in constant flux, and by accepting this impermanence, we free ourselves from the illusion of control, finding tranquility within the natural order. Imagine the slow, steady flow of a river, carving its path through the landscape, adapting to every bend and curve. Like the river, we too can learn to navigate the currents of change with grace and resilience. Heraclitus, the pre-Socratic Greek philosopher, famously stated that you cannot step into the same river twice. This potent metaphor speaks to the ever-changing nature of reality. Just as the river's waters are constantly flowing, so too are our experiences, our thoughts, and even our very selves, in a continuous state of transformation. Embrace this flow, this constant becoming, and find comfort in the knowledge that change is the only constant. The gentle wisdom of Buddhism encourages us to observe change with mindful awareness, accepting each moment as it arises and passes away. Like the breath, which flows in and out without resistance, we can learn to embrace the impermanence of life, finding serenity in the present moment. Visualize the soft rise and fall of your chest as you breathe, a constant reminder of the gentle rhythm of change within and around you. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, spoke of the Tao, the underlying principle of the universe, which embodies both change and stillness. He taught us to yield to the Tao, to flow with the natural order of things, like a willow tree bending in the wind. Imagine the gentle sway of the willow, its branches yielding to the breeze without breaking, a testament to the power of acceptance and flexibility in the face of change. Reflect on the slow, steady growth of a mountain range, shaped over millennia by the forces of nature. The mountains stand as silent witnesses to the vastness of time and the transformative power of gradual change. Just as the mountains endure, so too can we find strength and stability within ourselves, even amidst the shifting landscapes of life. Recall the image of the calm, expansive night sky, dotted with countless stars, each a burning testament to the ongoing cycles of creation and destruction. The universe itself is in a constant state of flux, yet within this dynamic process, there is a profound sense of balance and harmony. Allow this image to soothe you, reminding you that you are a part of something vast and ever-changing, held within the embrace of the cosmos. As you drift towards sleep, remember the wisdom of the greats, the gentle reminders that change is not something to be feared, but embraced. Like the changing seasons, the ebb and flow of the tides, the continuous cycle of growth and decay in nature, change is the very essence of life. Surrender to its rhythm. Find peace in its flow, and allow yourself to be carried on the gentle current of existence. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. Tonight, we continue our exploration of what history's great thinkers can teach us about navigating change, a constant whisper in the wind, the soft rustle of leaves turning with the seasons. Imagine a slow, meandering river, carving its path through the landscape over eons, effortlessly adapting to the contours of the earth. Change, like that river, is a natural force, a quiet reshaping, a gentle unfolding. Sometimes we resist it, clinging to the familiar banks, but true peace lies in embracing the flow, in trusting the journey, in drifting along with the current, carried by the water like a fallen leaf, gently towards slumber. Think of the ancient Stoics, those quiet observers of the human condition. They understood the impermanence of all things, the ebb and flow of fortune. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that the universe is in constant flux, a dance of creation and destruction, like the soft waves lapping at the shore, erasing and redrawing the line in the sand, a rhythmic, soothing cycle. Accepting this dance, this gentle rhythm, allows us to move with the changes, not against them, to sway like the tall grasses in the breeze, bending but never breaking, always returning to a state of graceful equilibrium. Picture yourself on that shore, feeling the cool sand between your toes, listening to the gentle murmur of the waves. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, spoke of yielding, of going with the flow, like a feather drifting on the wind. He encouraged us to be like water, adaptable, finding our way around obstacles, not by force, but by gentle persistence, by embracing the natural curves and contours of our path. Imagine a small stream trickling down a mountainside, finding its way around rocks and roots, effortlessly shaping its course. This gentle yielding, this effortless adaptation, is the essence of navigating change with grace and ease, a peaceful acceptance of the unfolding journey. Feel that gentle flow, that effortless movement, carrying you towards tranquility. Heraclitus, the pre-Socratic philosopher, famously said, "Everything flows, nothing stands still." He likened life to a river, constantly moving, never the same twice, like the clouds drifting across the sky, always changing shape, always forming new patterns, a serene and ever-shifting canvas. Embracing this constant flow allows us to let go of the need for control, to surrender to the natural rhythm of the universe, to float gently along the current, lulled by the soft murmur of the water, carried towards a peaceful sleep. Imagine yourself lying on a soft bed of moss, gazing up at those clouds, feeling the gentle breeze on your skin. The Buddha taught us about impermanence, the ever-changing nature of reality. He compared life to the flickering flame of a candle, always dancing, always transforming, never quite the same from one moment to the next, a gentle reminder of the transient nature of all things. This understanding can bring a sense of peace, a release from the illusion of permanence, a gentle acceptance of the flow of life, like the slow, rhythmic breathing of the ocean tides, a constant ebb and flow, a soothing, hypnotic rhythm. Feel the rise and fall of your own breath, a gentle reminder of the present moment. These ancient voices, whispers from the past, offer us timeless wisdom for navigating the inevitable changes in our lives. They remind us to be like the willow tree, bending in the wind, adapting to the storms, yet always returning to its natural state of grace and resilience. Picture that willow tree, its branches swaying gently in the breeze, its leaves rustling softly, a picture of peaceful acceptance, a quiet strength in the face of change. Let that image fill your mind, a calming presence as you drift towards sleep. Think of a quiet forest, bathed in the soft light of dawn. The leaves are still damp with dew, and a gentle mist hangs in the air. Everything is calm, peaceful, and still. This is the stillness we can find within ourselves when we embrace the flow of change, when we surrender to the natural rhythm of life, like the slow, steady beat of our own hearts, a constant, reassuring presence within us. Allow yourself to sink into that stillness, to feel the peace that resides within you, a deep, abiding sense of calm, carrying you gently into sleep. As you drift off to sleep tonight, remember the wisdom of the greats, their gentle guidance for navigating the ever-changing landscape of life. Embrace the flow, yield to the current, and find peace in the present moment. Imagine yourself floating on a calm lake, surrounded by the stillness of nature, the gentle lapping of the water against the shore, the soft rustle of leaves in the trees, a symphony of tranquility, lulling you into a deep, restful sleep. Let the gentle rhythm of your breath be your anchor, your guide back to the present moment, a quiet reminder of the peace that resides within you, always accessible, always there, waiting to be discovered. Like the slow, steady rhythm of the waves, let your breath carry you towards the shore of sleep, a peaceful haven where you can rest and restore, ready to embrace the new day with a sense of calm and resilience. Imagine a vast, tranquil lake reflecting the soft glow of the setting sun. The water is so still, barely a ripple disturbs the mirrored image of the sky. Heraclitus, the ancient Greek philosopher, observed that change is the only constant. Much like the ever-shifting colors painted across the evening sky, he likened life to a flowing river, where you can never step into the same water twice. This continuous flow, this gentle current of change, is not something to fear, but rather something to embrace as the very essence of existence. Just as the lake accepts the changing light, so too can we accept the constant ebb and flow of life with grace and tranquility. Let this image of serene water soothe you, washing away any anxieties and carrying you towards a peaceful slumber. Think of a single leaf drifting on a gentle breeze. It twirls and dances, carried effortlessly by the unseen currents of air. The Buddha taught us that impermanence is the nature of all things. Just as the leaf is carried by the wind, so too are we carried by the winds of change. Resistance creates tension, but acceptance brings peace. Embrace the natural flow of change, the dance of life. As the leaf surrenders to the breeze, allow yourself to be carried, to drift, to find comfort in the knowledge that everything is in constant motion, ever evolving, ever becoming. Let this image of the drifting leaf lull you into a state of deep relaxation, a state of gentle surrender. Picture a vast, silent desert under a canopy of 1,000 stars. The sand dunes shift and reshape themselves over time, sculpted by the wind, a testament to the constant, subtle forces of change. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminded us that the universe is in a constant state of flux. He encouraged us to accept what we cannot control, to find peace within the ever-shifting sands of time. Just as the desert adapts to the changing winds, so too can we adapt to the changes in our lives with resilience and serenity. Visualize the vastness of the desert, the quiet shifting of the sands, and allow this image to instill a deep sense of peace within you. Imagine a lush, green forest, where trees grow tall and strong, yet constantly shed their leaves and regenerate. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, emphasized the importance of living in harmony with the Tao, the natural order of the universe. This includes accepting the cyclical nature of change, the continuous process of growth and decay. Just as the forest embraces the cycle of seasons, so too can we embrace the different phases of our lives, knowing that change is an inevitable part of the natural order. Visualize the vibrant energy of the forest, the continuous cycle of renewal, and let this image bring you a sense of deep calm and acceptance. Consider the gentle rise and fall of the ocean tides, a constant, rhythmic pulse of change. The tides, like life, are governed by forces beyond our control, yet their rhythm is predictable, reliable, soothing. Just as the moon influences the tides, so too are we influenced by the forces of change around us. Instead of resisting these forces, we can find peace in their rhythm, in the natural ebb and flow. Allow the rhythmic sound of the waves to wash over you, carrying away any tension and leaving you with a sense of deep relaxation. Envision a field of wildflowers, each one unique and beautiful, blooming and fading in its own time. The beauty of nature lies in its impermanence, in the constant cycle of birth, growth, and decay. Just as the wildflowers embrace their fleeting existence, so too can we appreciate the present moment, the beauty of change, the unfolding of our lives. Allow yourself to be captivated by the vibrant colors of the wildflowers, the gentle sway in the breeze, and let this image fill you with a sense of peace and wonder. Think of the mountains, standing tall and majestic, yet constantly being reshaped by the forces of wind and rain. Change, like the slow erosion of mountains, can be subtle, almost imperceptible, yet incredibly powerful. Embrace the slow, steady pace of change, the gradual unfolding of your life's journey. Just as the mountains stand resilient against the elements, so too can you weather the storms of change with strength and tranquility. Visualize the strength and stillness of the mountains, and allow this image to ground you, to center you, to bring you a sense of deep inner peace. Picture a clear night sky, where the stars appear constant, yet are continuously moving, evolving, changing. Just as the constellations shift across the celestial canvas, so too does our lives unfold in a grand, cosmic dance of change. Embrace the mystery, the vastness, the constant movement of the universe. Allow yourself to be mesmerized by the twinkling stars, the infinite expanse of the night sky, and let this image fill you with a sense of awe and wonder, a deep sense of belonging within the grand tapestry of existence. Drift off to sleep, cradled by the gentle rhythm of the universe, knowing that all is well, all is as it should be. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift further into our exploration of change, guided by the wisdom of those who have walked before us, let us consider the gentle ebb and flow of the tides. Just as the ocean breathes in and out, embracing the shoreline then receding, so too does life present us with moments of expansion and contraction, of arrival and departure. These are not abrupt shifts, but rather the soft undulations of existence, a natural rhythm to which we can attune ourselves, finding peace in the constant, gentle motion. Think of the slow, deliberate growth of a tree, reaching its branches towards the sunlight, its roots delving deeper into the earth with each passing season. Change, like the growth of a tree, is often imperceptible day by day, yet over time it transforms the landscape of our lives. It is a gradual unfolding, a patient becoming, a process that invites us to surrender to the gentle currents of time and allow ourselves to be shaped by the experiences that come our way. Embrace this slow, steady evolution and find comfort in the natural rhythm of growth. The great thinkers understood that change is not something to be feared, but rather an intrinsic part of the human experience. Like the changing seasons, life presents us with a continuous cycle of beginnings and endings, of growth and decay, of joy and sorrow. Each phase has its own unique beauty, its own lessons to teach us. By accepting the cyclical nature of existence, we can find a sense of peace amidst the constant flux, knowing that every ending is also a new beginning, a fresh opportunity for growth and transformation. Remember the soft whisper of the wind as it rustles through the leaves, carrying with it the scent of distant rain. Change can be as subtle as the shifting breeze, a gentle whisper reminding us that nothing remains static. These subtle shifts, these almost imperceptible changes, accumulate over time, shaping our perspectives, deepening our understanding, and guiding us towards new horizons. Embrace the gentle whispers of change, and allow yourself to be carried on the currents of life. Consider the quiet strength of a mountain, standing tall and unwavering amidst the changing weather patterns. Just as the mountain remains grounded through storms and sunshine, so too can we cultivate inner resilience, a steadfastness that allows us to navigate the inevitable changes that life presents. This inner strength is not rigidity, but rather a deep sense of groundedness, an unwavering trust in our ability to adapt and evolve. Visualize the calm, still surface of a lake, reflecting the ever-changing sky. Just as the lake remains serene despite the constant movement above, so too can we cultivate inner peace amidst the fluctuations of life. This stillness is not stagnation, but rather a deep sense of equilibrium, a quiet acceptance of the impermanent nature of all things. By finding this inner stillness, we can navigate the currents of change with grace and equanimity. Reflect on the slow, steady flow of a river, winding its way through valleys and mountains, adapting its course to the terrain. Like the river, we too can learn to navigate the twists and turns of life with fluidity and grace, adapting to the changing landscape with resilience and openness. Embrace the journey and trust in the wisdom of the river, knowing that every bend brings you closer to your destination. Recall the gentle warmth of the sun as it slowly dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Just as each sunset gives way to the promise of a new dawn, so too does every ending create space for a new beginning. Embrace the beauty of endings and trust in the cyclical nature of life, knowing that change is the constant that connects us to the infinite possibilities of the universe. Allow yourself to be lulled by the soft rhythm of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Just as your breath is a constant reminder of the present moment, so too can change be an invitation to embrace the now. Let go of any resistance to the flow of life, and find comfort in the simplicity of each breath, knowing that in this moment, all is well. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift further into the wisdom of the greats, their echoes become softer, like whispers carried on a gentle breeze. Think of the rustling leaves in a quiet forest, each rustle a reminder of the constant, subtle changes happening all around us and within us. We learn from the philosophers, the poets, the artists, that change is not something to be feared, but rather a natural rhythm of existence, like the ebb and flow of the tide. Imagine yourself by a still lake, watching the moon's reflection shimmer and dance on the water's surface. The moon remains unchanged, yet its reflection is ever shifting, responding to the smallest ripple, the faintest breeze. This is the nature of change, a gentle, constant interplay between stillness and movement, between permanence and impermanence, a dance as old as time itself. The great thinkers understood this dance, and they invite us to join in, to embrace the flow. Close your eyes and picture a vast, starlit sky, the constellations twinkling like distant diamonds, each star a beacon of light, seemingly fixed in its place, yet constantly moving, evolving, burning with a slow, steady fire. Just as the stars change and transform over eons, so too do our lives unfold. Each moment a subtle shift in the grand tapestry of existence. We can find comfort in this cosmic perspective, knowing that we are part of something vast, ancient, and ever-changing. Think of a slowly flowing river, carving its path through the landscape over millennia. The river's course is never fixed, always adapting to the contours of the land, yet it flows continuously, a symbol of persistence and resilience. The wisdom of the greats reminds us that like the river, we too can adapt and flow, embracing the changes in our lives with grace and acceptance. Let that gentle current carry you now towards a deeper sense of peace and understanding. Imagine a field of wildflowers, each bloom unique, each color a vibrant expression of life. Some flowers blossom early, others later, and some wither quickly, while others linger. Yet each plays its part in the cycle of life and death, growth and decay. The greats teach us that change is not an ending, but a transformation, a constant unfolding of possibilities. Let this knowledge soothe you, like the gentle sway of wildflowers in a summer breeze. Picture a gentle rain falling on a parched landscape, nourishing the earth and bringing new life. The rain is a symbol of renewal, a cleansing force that washes away the old and makes way for the new. Just as the rain brings revitalization, so too can change bring us opportunities for growth, for transformation, for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Let the gentle rhythm of the rain lull you into a state of deep relaxation. Visualize a single leaf falling from a tree, gracefully spiraling down to the earth. This simple act, repeated countless times throughout the seasons, is a testament to the cyclical nature of change. The falling leaf is not an end, but a beginning, a return to the earth, nourishing the soil for new growth. As you drift closer to sleep, Let go of any resistance to change, embracing the natural rhythms of life, death, and rebirth. Feel yourself surrounded by a soft, warm blanket of stillness. The echoes of the greats are fading now, becoming whispers in the distance. Their wisdom lingers. A gentle reminder that change is the only constant, a universal truth woven into the fabric of existence. Embrace this truth, and let it bring you peace. Allow your mind to quiet, your body to relax. The lessons of change, like seeds planted in fertile ground, will continue to grow and blossom within you. As you drift off to sleep, remember that you are connected to the wisdom of the ages, to the ever-changing rhythm of the universe. Sleep soundly now, and let the gentle whispers of change carry you into a world of dreams. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing. As we drift towards the close of our series on what the greats taught us about change, let's revisit the gentle wisdom they imparted, allowing their words to wash over us like smooth stones tumbled by a slow-moving river. Remember the comforting notion that change, like the seasons, is the very breath of existence, a continuous, inevitable flow that carries us through life's quiet journey. We are but leaves upon this current, gently swaying, drifting serenely. Think of the ancient philosophers, the poets, the mystics, who embraced the transient nature of all things. They understood that holding on too tightly creates resistance, while acceptance allows us to flow with the natural rhythm of the universe. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too does everything in our lives ebb and flow. This constant dance of change is not something to fear, but rather a lullaby to embrace as we drift towards slumber. Imagine a vast, starlit sky, unchanging yet ever-shifting. Constellations slowly wheel across the heavens, a timeless ballet of light and shadow. Just as the stars move across the night sky, so too do our lives unfold in a continuous, graceful movement. Embrace this celestial dance, this gentle rhythm of change, and allow it to lull you into a deep and peaceful sleep. The universe unfolds as it should, and we are cradled within its vast, comforting embrace. Reflect on the wisdom of Heraclitus, who reminded us that no man ever steps in the same river twice. The river flows ever onward, constantly changing, constantly renewing itself. We too are in a state of constant flux, always evolving, always becoming. This is not a source of anxiety, but rather a source of quiet wonder. Let this gentle reminder soothe you, like the soft murmur of a flowing stream. The great teachers often used nature as a metaphor for the human experience. Consider the trees, how they shed their leaves in autumn, seemingly barren, yet within them lies the promise of new growth. Similarly, periods of apparent emptiness in our lives can be fertile ground for transformation and renewal. Trust in this natural cycle, this gentle rhythm of letting go and becoming. Remember the words of Lao Tzu, who encouraged us to be like water, adaptable and yielding. Water flows around obstacles, finding its way with effortless grace. Embrace this fluidity, this gentle adaptability, and allow yourself to be shaped by the currents of life, carried along by the soothing rhythm of change. Just as water finds its level, so too will you find your place in the vast expanse of existence. Think of the changing seasons, how each one brings its own unique beauties. Spring's vibrant blossoms, summer's warm embrace, autumn's fiery hues, winter's quiet stillness. Each phase has its own distinct charm. Embrace the beauty of each season of your life, knowing that change is the constant thread that weaves them all together, a gentle melody played on the strings of time. As we conclude this series, let the wisdom of the greats permeate your being. Remember that change is not something to be resisted, but rather a fundamental aspect of life, a gentle dance to which we are all invited. Allow yourself to be swayed by the rhythm of this dance, to be carried by the current of existence, to be lulled into a state of deep tranquility. And as you drift off to sleep, hold on to this final thought. Just as the tide gently ebbs and flows, so too will everything in your life find its natural balance. Let go of any lingering anxieties and surrender to the soothing embrace of the night. The universe is unfolding as it should, and you are held within its gentle, unwavering care. May your sleep be deep and peaceful. Thank you for spending this quiet time with us. Whether you're winding down, driving, or simply taking a break, May peace follow you beyond these moments. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.